Hey there, fellow soil stewards. If you've been wrestling with heavy clay, battling compacted earth, or simply dreaming of a garden that practically tends itself, I've got something that's going to change your entire approach to growing. After years of watching gardeners exhaust themselves with backbreaking tillage only to fight the same soil problems season after season, I'm here to share the no-till revolution that's transforming gardens across the globe. Let me be honest with you. When I first heard about no-till gardening, I was skeptical. How could not digging possibly create better soil than all that careful cultivation our grandparents swore by? But after witnessing the incredible transformations in my own garden and countless others, I'm here to tell you that this isn't just another gardening trend. This is a fundamental shift that works with nature instead of against it. No-till gardening is exactly what it sounds like. Growing plants without disturbing the soil through digging, tilling, or turning. Instead of breaking up the earth with tools, you build your garden upward, layering organic materials on top of existing soil and letting natural processes do the heavy lifting. Think of it this way. When did you last see a forest floor get tilled? Nature has been perfecting soil building for millions of years without a single rototiller in sight. In natural ecosystems, leaves fall, decompose, and create rich, living soil teeming with beneficial microorganisms. No-till gardening simply mimics this process in your backyard. The magic happens in the soil ecosystem you can't see. Every teaspoon of healthy soil contains billions of bacteria, miles of fungal networks, and honestly just countless other microorganisms working together to break down organic matter, cycle nutrients, and create the perfect growing environment for your plants. When you till, you're essentially taking a sledgehammer to this delicate underground city. Here's where things get fascinating, and I promise I'll keep the science accessible. Your soil is home to an incredible network called the soil food web. This interconnected system includes bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, arthropods, and larger creatures like earthworms. Each plays a crucial role in making nutrients available to your plants. When you till, you destroy these relationships, you break apart fungal networks that can take years to establish, kill beneficial microorganisms, and, well, create compaction layers deeper in the soil. It's like renovating your house by demolishing it every spring. You're starting over from scratch instead of building on a solid foundation. No-till gardening preserves and enhances these natural systems. The organic matter you layer on top feeds the soil organisms, which in turn break it down into plant-available nutrients. The fungal networks remain intact, helping your plants communicate and share resources. The soil structure stays stable, creating better drainage and air circulation than any amount of mechanical cultivation could achieve. Starting a no-till garden doesn't require expensive equipment or years of preparation. You can begin transforming your growing space immediately, whether you're working with existing garden beds or starting fresh on lawn or weedy ground. For new areas, your first step is to smother existing vegetation without disturbing the soil. Lay down cardboard or several layers of newspaper directly over grass or weeds, overlapping edges by at least 6 inches. This creates a barrier that blocks light while allowing water and air to penetrate. The vegetation underneath will decompose, adding organic matter to your soil rather than competing with your plants. Next comes the exciting part: building your growing medium. You'll want to layer organic materials directly on top of your cardboard base, creating what's essentially a giant compost pile that plants can grow in immediately. So, start with coarser materials like straw or leaves, and then add finer materials like compost, aged manure, or grass clippings. Aim for a total depth of 6 to 12 inches, and honestly, don't worry too much about getting the ratios perfect. Nature is remarkably forgiving. The beauty of this system is its flexibility. You can use whatever organic materials are locally available and affordable. Fall leaves, grass clippings, straw, aged manure, compost, wood chips, and even shredded paper all work wonderfully. The key here is variety. Different materials feed different soil organisms and break down at different rates, creating a more stable and diverse soil ecosystem. One of the most rewarding aspects of no-till gardening is how it evolves and improves over time. Unlike traditional gardens that require annual soil preparation, your no-till beds become more productive and easier to manage each year. Throughout the growing season, you'll want to keep adding organic matter around your plants. This actually serves multiple purposes. It feeds the soil organisms, helps suppress weeds, retains moisture, and even moderates soil temperature. So think of it as giving your garden a constant supply of slow-release fertilizer that also improves soil structure at the same time. Planting in a no-till system is, honestly, incredibly straightforward. For transplants, you just push aside the mulch, make a planting hole in the composted material underneath, and plant as usual. For direct seeding, create shallow furrows in the organic matter or, temporarily pull back the mulch to expose the soil surface. Many gardeners find that seeds actually germinate better in the rich, moisture-retentive environment of no-till beds. Weeding becomes, almost enjoyable in a no-till system. The thick organic mulch really prevents most weed seeds from germinating, and those that do pop up are super easy to pull from the loose, living soil. Instead of those back-breaking hoeing sessions you might remember from traditional gardens, you'll just spend a few minutes here and there maintaining weed-free beds. Every gardening method has its learning curve, and no-till is no exception. The most common concern I hear is about slugs and pest insects hiding in the organic mulch. While it's true that some pests appreciate the shelter, the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks. The same mulch that might harbor a few slugs also provides habitat for beneficial insects, spiders, and other natural predators that keep pest populations in check. If slugs become problematic, you might want to reduce mulch depth around susceptible plants and consider adding coarser materials like wood chips that don't hold as much moisture. You can also create beer traps or use organic slug baits if needed, but honestly, most gardeners find that the natural balance establishes itself within a season or two. Another common question involves soil nutrition. Some gardeners worry that without tillage to incorporate fertilizers, their plants won't get adequate nutrition. In reality, the opposite is true. The diverse soil organisms in a no-till system are incredibly efficient at cycling nutrients and making them available to plants. The organic matter you're constantly adding provides a steady supply of all the nutrients your plants need, released slowly and steadily, rather than in the feast or famine cycles that synthetic fertilizers create. Temperature concerns also arise, particularly in northern climates where gardeners worry about cold soil delaying spring planting. While mulched soil does warm more slowly in spring, you can easily address this by pulling back mulch from planting areas a few weeks before you want to plant. The dark soil will absorb heat quickly, and you can replace the mulch around plants after they're established. The true magic of no-till gardening reveals itself over time. In your first year, you'll notice easier planting and weeding, better moisture retention, and often improved plant growth. But the real transformation happens in years 2 and 3, as the soil ecosystem matures and organic matter continues to build. Your soil will become darker, more crumbly, and alive with earthworms and beneficial insects. Plants will show increased disease resistance and drought tolerance as their root systems tap into the rich, stable soil ecosystem you've created. You'll find yourself spending less time on maintenance and more time enjoying your garden. Many gardeners report that their no-till beds keep producing later into the fall and, honestly, even start growing earlier in the spring. That's because the improved soil structure offers better insulation and drainage. The organic matter, it really acts like a natural thermostat, moderating temperature extremes and creating more stable growing conditions. Water management becomes almost effortless. The organic matter acts like a sponge, absorbing rainfall and irrigation water, while the stable soil structure prevents runoff and erosion. During drought periods, plants in no-till beds consistently outperform those in tilled soil, thanks to the superior water-holding capacity and the extensive fungal networks that help plants access moisture from throughout the soil profile. The beauty of no-till gardening lies not just in its effectiveness but in its accessibility. You don't need special tools, expensive amendments, or years of experience. You can start small with a single bed or even a few containers, and expand your no-till areas as you see the results and gain confidence. Remember, this is about working with natural processes that have been perfecting themselves for millennia. Trust the process. Be patient with the transition. And prepare to be amazed by what your soil can accomplish when you stop fighting it and start supporting it instead. Your garden is waiting for this transformation, and I can't wait to hear about your no-till success stories. Don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sensei for more game-changing gardening insights, and share this article with fellow gardeners who are ready to revolutionize their relationship with the soil. Together, we're building not just better gardens, but a deeper understanding of the incredible world beneath our feet.